Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today is workshop day and we are exploring some of the cards from the historic Anthology series. Actually nice for them to have the huge inspect pile here. We have two decks in particular, but we will be seeing quite a few of these cards in each of these decks. Well, not necessarily all of them. You did see me feature the Hondens in one last time in Artisan, and I did also feature the Gem Palm Polluter a bit. As far as decks that have been making the rounds, it's pretty much Phyrexian Obliterator's making the rounds, and Burial Rites is making the rounds. Ulamog definitely is. It's either in ramp or reanimation. Not so much in Mazes End. This is the one I've been experimenting with, but let's just say that the results have been very. It's more of for every one hit there's like two misses, so it's kind of hard to develop around it. But otherwise you can't just do a straight gates build. It's way too inconsistent to shove in mazes, and at the same time you're probably just better off straight gates at that point, and even that one is not so great. I did try mazes end with Tectonic Reformation. That's a possible plan. Croson Tusker is an alternate, but that might be more for Artisan than ever, so no mazes and no Tectonic Ref. Anyway, but the decks that we get to choose from are actually a bit more normal than usual. Let's start with the zombies deck. So definitely goes around 4 copies of Gem Palm Polluter. That's pretty much the plan. As far as rares go, they add Ayara, they add the Murderous Rider, there's Aphemia, there's Graveyard Marshal. So it's basically go wide and you take advantage of Gem Palm Polluter. There are some cards that would have been great. Like I did feature the Eternal Taskmaster before. That was a really busted way of getting Gem Palm Polluter back. Blood for Bones is also a possibility, but otherwise this one was pretty much all in committed. You're pretty much going all in on the mills on the go wide strategy. So actually in that sense I would have preferred one Cabal Stronghold instead of one Castle Lockwing. You kind of need a lot of mana, especially if you want to hit these the flashback for these edicts. But otherwise, it's not so bad. I probably would have added Crypt Breaker. It looks like they've made the point not to include those from the previous historic anthologies. So given that restriction, now we have the So this one is essentially ramp wide mana. So you got 10 cards that ramp. Burning Tree Emissary, it's more of a self-ramp card, not much of a pure ramp. There is a little bit of an enchantment team, 4 copies of Warbriar Blessing. There's 3 copies of Clotis, 3 copies of Nylea. So it's pretty much you're going wide into a Nylea or you're going wide into an Ulamog. Clotis is pretty much here to... It's built specifically against the opposing decks. Basically, if you can land this, it shuts down their graveyard strategy completely. They could still overwhelm, but the fact that you're draining them for 2 and you're gaining 2 life, it's pretty much a win con in itself if you can hold the board. And with Escape to the Wilds allowing you to play extra lands, there's a Castle Garenbrig. The Burning Devotion, not really much. Okay, there is some devotion thanks to the Burning Tree Emissaries, but otherwise this is probably the more explosive deck. You really have to mulligan aggressively to get the perfect hand. You cannot just keep a hand of all mana fixing. So we'll start with the zombies first. Actually, no. Let's start left to right. We'll start with the Burning Devotion first. I figured that might be that is the more explosive deck, and who does not want to cast Ulamog? So what are we looking for? We're looking for turn 1... We're actually looking for turn 0 Leyline. That's a pretty good place to start. Then we'll see how much mana ramp we can land into. So okay, right now this one does not feature that, so it got turn 2 Paradise Druid, turn 2 Emissary into Druid. That leaves 4 mana on turn 3 for Enchantress's Presence, and we're hoping to hit for this. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, this one's a lot better. I'm definitely keeping this. I might actually not bother with the Burning Tree Emissary in this case. No, it's... Now, also note that our opponent's removal is pretty much... I wouldn't say it's well matched. The Chainer's Edict is matched well for this, but not the others. So definitely want to play Stomping Ground turn 1. Take the hit, drop the Llanowar Elf. Oh wait, no, we don't have to. We can just play Recon Crag. So we got 3 mana turn 2. Our opponent... Does he have the Chainer's Edict? Because this is Edict worthy. Especially with no Falmar Knight, so no Edict. I guess... Okay, this is the... Okay, we have options here, but this can be very greedy. Because this taps for 3 mana right now. Actually, wait, you're right. This taps for 3 mana right now. So, Llanowar Elves. Our opponent doesn't have Wipe. So I'm going for Llanowar Elves into Clotis. Then next turn, if our opponent doesn't do anything, we could escape to the wilds. Hopefully hit some extra mana. Opponent... Also note that right now, Clotis doesn't do anything because our opponent's board is quite empty. We are 1 devotion shy. So we might get that quickly. And then again, maybe not. We're definitely taking the hit here. Because Timur calls the dead. Opponent's probably going to go wide on that one. Actually helps us quite a bit because we get to... He takes 1 stuff, we get to take 1 stuff. Also, we have to do some sanity check on our mana. So, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Paradise Druid. Take the Gem Palm Polluter. Opponent will actually get to draw quite a few... not draw, but get to take a good look at the few number of cards. So... I guess I'll play Escape to the Wild first. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we hit 2 lands here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, you might be hearing me bang my mouse a bit. There you go. So we didn't exactly hit Ulamog, but we get to dump the Stomping Ground. We get to drop the Beast and whatnot. Let's see, what did our opponent have? Epic Downfall, Exile. Oh, yeah, that's probably why you have that. So, well, sometimes getting it into creature mode is not a great idea. So, bye-bye Clotis. Opponent goes Chainer's Edict, takes out 1 elf. That's fine. Okay, hold on. It's 8 mana to start pumping creatures. So we're at the point where we need to hope to top deck into an say into an Ulamog. Clotis maybe not so much. Apparently the Epic Downfall. Yeah, they knew what they were doing by putting the Exile trigger there. Clotis is a good early start, but not without answers. So we're gonna take a bit of a hit. I might just trade the... Hold on. We could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I can still take this hit. Fingers crossed. And that's after our opponent just cycled twice. So can I still take this hit? Probably, since he pulled... I felt like he pulled it a little bit early for this one. I'm also quite tempted to, say, trade the Falmar Knight for the Llanowar Elves. Alternately, I can trade... Actually, you know what? Let's just trade both. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, let's trade 1. Reason for that being that we kind of need 2. Okay, we did not. plays Ira, so yeah, generating zombies is gonna be a problem. Hold on. If nothing else, it just means that I have a goose that lives. No. Yuck. Land after land is really not great for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got Warbriar Blessing. I guess I can keep that on top. If anything, I get to draw a card. When it goes Omen. Oh yeah, he has Omens to buy back, say, the Polluter? Yes, going for the Polluter. Okay, hits 6 mana. It's Timaret. Okay, so won't have to sacrifice this goose yet. Also, it's +0, +2. Let's see if our opponent swings with both. Oh wait, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I might be dead already at this point. Well, the fact our opponent didn't swing means I didn't have to commit to this. I can instead commit to, well, this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's hold it for now. Yeah, I probably should not have kept this one. I'm just going to use this to draw a card. And it's a Paradise Druid, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, submit 0. That's this. We're quite not gonna win this one. Opponent's gonna eventually hit the edict effect there. So yeah, what happened there? One, let's check how many actual win conditions we have. We got 3 copies of Clotis, a single copy of Ulamog. Okay, we got some copies of Nylea also, so we got 7. Setessan Champion kind of counts also, 8, 9. The Burning Tree Emissary has to be a pile. I guess I would say that there's a case of the deck trying to do too many things at once, but so let's not. We might not commit all into that. In fact, there might be a case of we probably should not let Clotis hit Devotion if possible. So, especially if it means being able to nuke their graveyard. We should. Nylea hitting Devotion's more okay. Clotis hitting Devotion. Yeah, so it turns out being a creature is not always even indestructible doesn't always pan out. So at least we learned from that. At least we learned from that mistake. That's pretty much how these events go. It's really more for the experience. So turn 1 Elves, turn 2 Emissary into Elves and Paradise Druid. So it's a lot of mana into nothing. I'm gonna mulligan this. I'm gonna keep this and actually bin the Leyline of Abundance here. Basically, I want to go Gilded Goose turn 1 into Burning Emissary, Enchantress's Presence. I wonder if that's the right thing to do. We're merely taking advantage of the fact that our opponent doesn't have that. Their spot removal is very limited, and it's gonna take a while, so no dead weights and whatnot. So Rootbound Crag into Burning Tree Emissary into Enchantress's Presence. Taking a bit of a risk here. But this otherwise nukes their... It will nuke that, which is kind of what I was going for. And draws a card. So target Burning Tree. Draw a card. Okay, maybe I don't want that other land. But I do get to snipe their Graveyard Marshal, which means quite a lot. But now we are stuck with like 5 mana at most, so we do not want to hit... Well, the good thing is, Burning Tree Emissary will punch through these zombies for a while, thanks to the Warbriar's Blessing. I could... Probably could use a few more enchantments. So I guess plan B now is make a lot of food tokens survive until I get to that point. Yeah, this one's getting flooded quite Also, our opponent could get to the point where they just don't swing with this. They just land the 2 zombies. Aphemia, yeah, he's gonna be able to go wide. I'm surprised there's no sweeper here. That would really be great. Opponent, yeah, milling quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, just take the hit. Yeah, so let's see. I want to have at least... Yeah, because I want to have at least enough mana, so I don't want to sack that one. Okay, we'll just make it there. Because now we're not getting through with... Basically, Burning Tree Emissary is now on defense. And once again, I'm flooded. Enchantress's Presence is great, but we need a bigger density. I cannot just be... we need a bigger density of enchantments. It's actually possible that we might be running too many lands here in this deck. So our opponent is gonna kind of get away with this. We're not... Yeah, the black deck's is a lot more consistent. Probably also gonna check the mana base. Between the Gilded Geese, the Llanowar Elves, the Ley Line of... The Ley Line, and the Paradise Druids. For some reason, yeah, the black deck definitely got more in the way of card advantage. Even that Timuret, basically killing off 3 dead draws there. Opponent goes Chainer's Edict, so I guess we make a food token in response. Resolve. Kiss that goose goodbye. So we're now taking quite a... Okay. Since we got so much mana at this point, yeah, we'll just start buffing up our life total a little bit. You could sack a food token and make... Actually, with all these food... Well, then again, it's only Gilded Goose using the food tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... The Castle Garenbrig should be more than one. Yeah, I see the idea of this deck, but so many weird decisions. Thankfully, the zombie tokens don't. So just like what, 1, 2, 4 life. Thankfully, not that brutal. Take another 2. My opponent might want to start swinging. Yeah, he's gonna go wide. And Stitcher Supplier. So definitely eat one of these. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 8. Sack. Sack. Resolve. My turn. Yeah, the card density is a problem here. So 3, 6, 7. Oh yeah, also note that even if we land at Ulamog, let's say our opponent has the epic downfall. Okay, so that's now 6 life. Yeah, we're not gonna win this one. Too many possible dead draws. Yeah, opponent should really be swinging out at the gates right now. There's no reason to hold these guys back. There you go. So that's that's definitely fatal. Okay, we need to block more than that, so and kiss the boost goodbye already. So this is what, 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6. Make a food token. Sack a food token. Yeah, let's sack the last one, but we're probably not going to win this one. We get Clotis, but this only activates in the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, and which we've already passed. Sheesh. And let's see, 2, 4. Yeah, wait, we could still draw a card. Let's see what we get. Yeah, that's why I don't like the I don't like these ley lines. Let's concede right there. So I'm gonna take one look at this deck, see if there's anything I'm missing, because it looks like it's flood. It could just be my personal experience. Why am I drawing this many lands? Is there really that many lands? And survey says 10, 18, 20, 20. There are 22 lands. Okay, 22 lands. It's less than 24. I guess the problem here is not the lands, but the possible potential for dead draws. Like, these are all building up for mana, but what are the big things you're getting? The only big thing that you can get that can influence the board immediately is Ulamog. Everything else, like say Setessan, you need to build up with enchantments, and we got 3, 6, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are 18 enchantments, but the only ones that actually affect the board presence would be the Warbriar Blessing and the Talons, maybe. So, yeah, the problem with this one is this is an aggro mixing with something else, and it's kind of doing both jobs poorly. If I were to build this kind of Ulamog deck, say, I would probably make this green-blue. Take advantage of the fact that green-blue has some other mana dorks. That's one, and the other thing that they have is tons of card draw, and you can even buy time with that too. If you notice, in terms of removal, we only have these. Not much in the way of removal, so we're actually poorly positioned as this deck. Enough complaining. Let's try the zombies deck. Maybe it's just me having bad luck. I can't seem to get anything straight. Now watch me play against the opposing green-red deck and get blown away by let's say turn 2, 3 copies of Burning Tree Emissary. Okay, at least we got Stitcher Supplier. We can play Ephemia or Graveyard Marshal or Chainer's Edict. I'm willing to keep this one. We kind of need a few more lands, but if you notice that the deck build, it's not asking for too many lands. You can kind of get away with. You need 5 eventually for. Okay, Ephemia only looks for enchantments, so. Okay, let's see. What's the second drop? No second drop follow-up. So. Let's punish our opponent for that one. And next turn, we probably just play Graveyard Marshal. Timur would be nice. Yeah, we would not be able to make him sacrifice this. So we're going to be losing quite a bit of cards here. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Okay, we only got one. There is an interesting combo with this though. So the combo being that I cycle Gem Palm Polluter. I don't. Opponent probably should take the creature. Takes the Edict. Probably has a creature to deal with. So next turn I can just play Ephemia and cycle Gem Palm Polluter. Okay, there's a Nylea. Again, you see, 2 drops. Neither of them did anything. Now that said, Ulamog's now cheaper by 1. So it's now 9 mana instead of... Oh, you know what? I made a mistake there. I should have waited. Now our... Oh, wait. We can still cycle 1 more. So next turn we can just run the Grey Merchant. Opponent probably should take out the Gem Palm Polluter. Opponent plays Paradise Druid into another Paradise Druid. Okay. Now we're kind of overloading on... Yeah, might as well hit with that now. Opponent will take our second Gem Palm Polluter. Yeah, I could... Opponent does hit their Escape to the Wilds. And plays... Oh, they do hit Ulamog. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 6, 7... Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. I can make this cost 10 by using Epic Downfall. So it now costs. So Ulamog now costs 10. He could still have a land draw and drop it on me. I have to kind of swing with. I kind of have to commit with everything at this point. Yeah, if I can convince our opponent to sack that one, it makes it harder for him to cast Ulamog. Yeah, that's perfect. Sure, I lose a bunch of stuff, but... Yeah, also I forgot our opponent could just could also just tank a land. But now our opponent doesn't have enough to cast all of these. So 2, 4... Okay, so that's 5 mana. Okay, so not getting past that many things. Does this have reach? No, it does not have reach. Oh, we do hit the Chainer's Edict. But we also kind of want to hit creatures as well. So the problem is we hit Chainer's Edict, so our opponent is probably going to mill that next. Maybe not a bad thing. Problem is the Ephemia on her own is not going to answer it. If our opponent takes one of the creatures instead, oh, it's going to take the Chainer's Edict. If they take one of the creatures instead, I will fire off Chainer's Edict. Can't respond to that. Did I lose the other Epic Downfall? Yes, I actually lost all copies of Epic Downfall, so that's a problem. I might just have to take the hit from these, swing back with these guys. Yeah, because there's Murderous Rider doesn't quite do anything here. Okay, could cast it on also, yeah, so this is how you... Basically, you need to keep Clotus alive long enough. That's your survival engine. Euphemia... yeah, not panning out. I don't like to do this, but we do need to draw it. We need to get more cards that are not swamps. Another Euphemia is not gonna do this. I think the Timorous not a bad play. So none of these have trample at least. I can buy time that way. And end turn. Exile this one. So if nothing bad well, we're gonna lose 2 zombies, that's the problem. So much for that. Alternately, I could have just played this Euphemia to get even more zombies. Yeah, sure. Yeah, there was really no reason for me to hold this stuff back. Opponent lands a Cetessan champion. Yeah, if you can survive long enough for these abilities to stick, then they're really good. Actually, question. No, I definitely... I won't be able to survive. I will have to make blocks. Some blocks. Yeah, I really should have played this Euphemia. Well, if our opponent is not, I'm happy to oblige. So Scry definitely want the Grey Merchant on top. Definitely. Drag cards, put them on top or bottom of library. Yeah, this is my library. Definitely don't want the swamp. The Murderous Rider probably needed. The Timoret maybe. I guess I'm okay with that. Oh, that was already the draw step. So I have Death Dweller. Call off the Death Dweller to get back. No, I don't want Stitcher Supplier. Oh, wait. Swing first. Cast Euphemia. Keep this one. Do I want to cast Call of the Death Dweller right now? Like, if I do, I lose the Grey Merchant. I think I draw. I think let's draw it now so that I don't have to worry about it. Play the land. Now play Call of the Death Dweller. So return Graveyard Marshal and yuck, Stitcher Supplier. I'm gonna lose a bunch of cards. Put Death Touch here. Put Menace here. Yep, I did not mean to build it that way. So our only hope of winning is basically landing a big Grey Merchant. So let's take out the Timorite. So thankfully Grey Merchant counts black mana symbols, not... So it's at 7 mana. Does he have another way to gain life? Well, but it has a way to draw cards, and that's probably scarier. Opponent has to commit now. So block. Actually, yeah, just block with those two. Opponent has a ton of mana and doesn't seem to have much. Okay, drops another Nylea just to draw a card. Okay, sure. It's not like it has reach. That's the good news. Drops another Flotus. Yeah, another case with this legendary. See? Gilded Goose. So opponent's technically at 10 mana, 10 life. Oh, and the Goose can block Athenia. So it's not quite over yet. But I can force a block at least. And more importantly, no more Goose tokens. And end of turn, I can, yeah, say make another. Okay, no more enchantments. Let's just resolve all. Ooh, this. Oh, we can exile Athenia. Okay. I still have another creature. Yeah, I still have another creature card. So Graveyard Marshal can still make another token. Nope. I get to pay for. I get to spend for that. Oh, and that's important too because that means our opponent does not gain life. So we dodged that bullet. That's it. And also, we can swing with everything at this point. Yeah, we just need 2 damage to get through. Even if our opponent has something to block Athenia, I think we have more than enough creatures to punch through at this point. Warbriar Blessing, draws a ton of cards, probably snipes Athenia. Yeah, makes sense. But that's not part of the plan anymore. The plan is now just to punch through with everything. Gilded Goose, so technically at 5 life. Llanowar Elves. Ooh, that's a lot of blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yuck. Only one gets through. Everything else gets eaten. I might want an Omen for... Swing with everything, try to get the Grey Merchant to die. I don't exactly have a way of sacking things. That's another issue. Probably snipes Graveyard Marshal. Yeah, opponent was able to catch up with just that. My only hope now is to just land the other Grey Merchant. I think there might be a third copy. Burning Tree Emissary. Yeah, opponent's down to 16 cards. He literally drew everything. Yeah, all those Enchantress's Presence. Yeah, this is overkill late game. I guess using these as an early game resource helps. I'm just thankful our opponent did not land an Ulamog. I forgot all about Gem Palm Polluter. I actually forgot I had Gem Palm Polluter in this deck. And I think our probably because they kept getting exiled. Yeah, zombies. That is the close. I was worried I was gonna lose that one. You know what? It does give me some hope for that deck, so I'm gonna give the Burning Devotion deck another try. And that's ready. But yeah, the zombies deck, a lot more consistent. Definitely could be better with the Crypt Breakers, with Death Baron. No, Death Baron would be so busted here. Well, not necessarily, because actually Death Baron is kind of unnecessary here because, well, the +1/+1's still good, but If our opponent is able to get a live indestructible god, then that's probably not gonna click. But yeah, losing all those epic downfalls early, that was really scary. We at least managed to fire one off. And having to deal with the Clotis all the... Yeah, Clotis is pretty much the way to victory. We cannot let... And cannot let her get exiled, so that means... If we have no replacement, don't let her be a creature. Okay, so we got this is keepable. Turn to Paradise Druid. It's not explosive. It buys quite a bit of time. Turn 1, Stitcher Supplier. Well, at least he bin the Omen. So, wanna hit... I kind of want to hit turn 2 Paradise Druid, turn 3... Well, if it's just Stitcher Suppliers... Okay, that was not a great bin. Okay, definitely have to play that. Let's play the Paradise Druid. Warbriar Blessing might just be one... Though note, if say our opponent plays a Graveyard Marshal, I might have to land Talons of Wildwood first before playing Warbriar Blessing. Am I comfortable with the idea of... Okay, we might have to do it just for Ayara though. Also opening this up to kind of opening this up to Epic Downfall. But considering we're gonna use Clotis to survive Epic Downfall, I guess it's not bad. Losing the stack is horrible, but... Oh, Call of the Death Dweller gets Ayara back. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. That's Menace too. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, yeah, I can't block this. I can block these. But our opponent's gonna gain quite a bit. Opponent might actually just tap to sack these guys to draw cards at this point. Well, it depends what's more valuable, the guaranteed 2 damage or whatever setup they need for their hand. Of course, Shimmer calls the dead. Okay, good. Hit So what are the cards that we want to hit that we don't want to have come back? Grey Merchant. So it's, okay, so we got a race on our hands. Garen Brig is nice, so definitely want to mill out. Yeah, Green Merchant is the one thing I don't want to have come back. So Garen Brig. I can just play Leyline of Abundance, but my concern is I don't want to open this up to Epic Downfall. I might actually just play the Paradise Druid and leave it to block. I might not have a choice, but this Clotis is gonna keep me in the game much longer as a hit 2 drain 2. Okay, so another Timur calls the dead. Thankfully they're milling away a lot of good stuff here. So Gem Palm Polluter is also on my hit list here. But we definitely need another deity to bring up. Also spend... Yeah, not so great. If I say lose this one... Yeah. Though we do have 6 mana, 7, 8, 9... Okay, we got Escape to the Wilds. So... Let's take out the Gem Pompolator. Ephemia is also a possibility, especially if our opponent had an Ephemia on board, but right now... Bricking, that's probably more important. Cast Escape, because that's... Okay, so in theory, I can... Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Wait. 7, 8, 9... Oh, I need another land. This is actually scary because I might be forced to... Okay. Let's say I cast Leyline next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. That just gets me 6. Not enough. I won't be hit. I don't think I can hit Ulamog. It's that sucks. Three, 6, 7, 8. No. 7, 8, 9. I need to hit the land. Okay, I'm gonna pass. Because I do have the option of taking out lands. Opponent did mill a few swamps. But it's conditional that its Clotus stays alive. One of these Paradise Druids stay alive. Which might not even be possible because... Yeah, the fact that we hit all of these, we did not hit any lands. That one hurt us a lot. I could have played the Leyline of Abundance first just to set up the next turn. Yeah, that's probably my own fault there. Okay, let's say okay, because this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We're gonna go down to 10. Opponent likes the top 4 cards, so that's not great. Oh, thank goodness they milled that one. Like, I can hit these, but I won't have enough to defend again. Well, if our opponent swings at everything, I still won't have enough to defend. Yeah, that's a given. So 3. Okay, this is 7, 8, 9, 10. Yuck, I have to take the damage. Draws a card. Gem Pompolutor kills us. Graveyard Marshal 5. Okay, we didn't draw the land, so we definitely want to nuke that one. Let's hope I did the math right. If I did the math wrong, it's even more embarrassing. Oh, I did the math right. Problem is, I have no blockers, so target 2 permanents. Yeah, that's a good game. Having to tap 2 other blockers just to get this one out. Yuck. It's a good game. Close enough, but yeah, we wouldn't be able to survive the next onslaught. Let's try. I still have faith in this deck. It was very close. Yeah, it's just another case of A to B. If you have too much of A or too much of B, you're not going to get much of anything. I might... It's a weird case where the Burning Tree emissaries are literally just there to keep you alive. I would have preferred Beanstalk Giants in some cases. So okay, we got Burning Tree Emissary into nothing, but yeah, that's actually a horrible keep. Why did I keep this? But I definitely want to do Setessan Champion next. Actually, you know what? Let's wait out a little bit. Basically, since our opponent's not in a rush, neither should we. So, Burning Tree Emissary. Into Setessan Champion. Now, if our opponent has a way to kill Setessan Champion, so be it. I can just play Enchantress's Presence next turn, then just do the ley line after that. But we're in a position where we have to really abuse the heck out of this constellation. If not abuse this one, we have to abuse this one. Ooh, this is not good. Our opponent... Oh, this is not good for our opponent. No early plays has into a blank cycle. What could our opponent's hand be if he's probably? Let's see. Okay, there's an Ira. Okay, got Talents of Wildwood. That's another play. Let's cast enchantment. Let's cast Enchantress's Presence first because that draws us a card. Okay, Llanowar Elves. Very big incentive now for Leyline of Abundance. In fact, we can Leyline into Talents of Wildwood. So, opponent goes Epic Downfall. Okay. So we don't draw that many. We still draw some cards thanks to... So it's a good thing we dropped the Enchantress's Presence first. And that's one less... Oh, we got a Clotis. I can play the Talents just to try to draw into another... But I think the Gilded Goose might be safer. Yeah, let's drop Gilded Goose. I'm willing to just trade the Emissary for the Falmar Knight. Yeah, let's keep it... Ooh, opponent is digging, so maybe not the best board state for our opponent. They hit the Grave Marshal. We have no way of punishing those. We can try to catch up with this. How many creatures? 2 creatures. Also, we still get to draw cards. Ooh, another ley line. Again, you're just abusing the heck out of this. Into another land. Oh, we played the land already. We could play Talons. No, we're not. If our opponent is sacking their own grave... No, here's the weird thing. Why is he getting them all in the graveyard? There's no Locklet Giant here. All of the... Oh, that's one way to get stuff back. So this probably gets Death Touch. This probably gets Menace. Oh, so that's his strategy. So first we need to take out the gem. We can take out the Gem Palm Polluter. Ooh, so we're gonna be here for quite a while. let's play Escape to the... I guess now's a good time to play Escape to the Wilds. We got... Ooh, another Clotis, not great. Okay, I can play another Leyline. That just draws me another card. Then sacking the token Gilded Goose gives me enough mana to cast multiple stuff. Okay, let's abuse this Leyline. I haven't played the land yet. Hold on, let's... Hello. Sack is equal to plus X equals 4. So, Burning Tree Emissary. Yeah, we're going wide here. Paradise Druid. Oh, we can play another land, so... Play that. Let's not play the Llanowar Elves. Let's play the Talons into this Burning Tree. Oh, and we can still play Llanowar Elves. So I probably will end up playing Clotis next turn. I'm surprised he sacked that one. That's the only one that's getting up above the board. Timrid calls the dead. I do appreciate our opponent going ham aggressive with 1 to 14. Yeah, we're definitely taking the polluter. If our opponent swings with the Graveyard Marshal, I will block. Okay, let's take out the Gem Palm Polluter. Oh yeah, he can counter it with that. That's fair. Not like I have a choice on that one. I forgot, I did the same thing. So, Temple of Abandon, just to see what we get off the top. Burning Tree Emissary. Actually, we'll keep that. So, swing. We only get to draw... Draw into Burning Tree. Play that, keep the untapped one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Okay, so I need to do math. Do I want to just spend on a Gilded Goose on a life token? Let's just make a token with this first. And then we can just block pump. Or end of turn pump at this point. Yeah, Clotis unfortunately not... We could start... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 damage. So we have to actually start eating the non-creatures. Okay, opponent going... building the graveyard. But he is tapped out, so we're kind of free. We're now free to take it out that way. Wait, how much mana? It's 3 mana. Okay, so we are free to activate that. Now, question is, can we survive? Okay, we can because our opponent... And can't activate that. Might as well just sack this. Let's try not to die. Warbriar Blessing, perfect. So, he's tapped out. Let's take the Chainer's Edict. So Warbriar Blessing. Definitely want to take out one of these Graveyard Marshals. Yeah, hitting the land not so great. He gets a sack it in response, which is, well, not so fine. But now I need to ask myself the question: if I swing with everything, how much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to hold. I will have to hold stuff behind if I swing with every. Like, definitely hold the Gilded Goose back. Yeah, the. Because my concern is how many Gem Palm Polluters have our opponent gone through? 1, 2, 3. He has one more Gem Palm Polluter that could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't quite kill us yet. Actually, we'll wait. Okay, there's an Omen into... Ooh, yikes. Omen into a Grey Merchant. Yeah, that was a good game. I should have swung for it. I forgot all about the Omen of the Dead. And he had 2 Grey Merchants, so me eating one of them would not have mattered. The fact our opponent drew into that was very annoying. Okay, so we still haven't won with this one. We're getting closer though. We're getting closer, but at this point, this is definitely gonna be the last game with this one. I know it's kind of hard. Well, I don't like the idea of having to struggle through all this too, but I do see this. I do see the glimpses of brilliance with the God's deck, so to speak. Yeah, Nylea would have been nice. Yeah, Clotis by herself eating the graveyard, not so great. Very tough, especially when they have counter synergies to it. So we got turn 1 Gilded Goose. Yuck. Turn 4 Nylea. We have to mulligan this. This is not a great hand. Like, we only got this play and we're waiting for a few more turns. This one is... Okay, I'll be honest. I don't like this, but... I'm gonna have to run with it. So basically, turn 2 Paradise Druid, turn 3 Paradise Druid. Okay. If we draw an enchantment, we'll run the Setessan Champion. If not, we'll go for the Escape to the Wilds plan. Yeah, basically... That first deck, you could say it's a lot of Bs, not enough As. Okay, we did draw an enchantment, so... I might even trade the Graveyard Marshal for the Paradise Druid just to see what's up. Well, Chainer's Edict does it too. I'm gonna play the other Paradise Druid on the hopes that if we draw into mana, I can do Setessan Champion, Warbriar Blessing back to back. Also, it's less. Also, we're down to just one Chainer's Edict left in the deck, so we're more likely to get blown out by an Epic Downfall. Nope, we didn't hit the land, so we actually. Yeah, that was a mistake. What was I forgot it's a fight effect. I should have played the Cetessan Champion. Or if I was gonna do that, I should play Talents of Wildwood first. That was the same thing I did. Yep, no dice. That's yeah. Basically, my complaints about this is pretty much the same. Too much of one element competing with too much of another element. I guess a lot of decks kind of fall into that plan, but sometimes there's enough redundancy, sometimes there isn't. You know what? Let's do one more. Perhaps the stars haven't aligned yet. No, who am I kidding? I'm guessing this is as good. That last game, not the last one, the one before that, that's probably as good as it got. And to be fair, that's kind of how I won it when I was piloting the black deck. That's kind of how I won. So can't complain about it too much. If it could happen to me, it could happen to your opponent too. It's only fair. So Temple of Abandon, Stomping Ground, so we can do double Land War Elf. That gets us to 4 mana. Okay, we have a plan here at least. And we can use the Temple of Abandon to set up land number 5. We need to have at least... Yeah, if we want to do... Okay. Yeah, it's now the pot a little sweeter. Okay. If I want to get greedy, I can just play Nylea Keen-Eyed. Basically, I can tap out on turn 4. It'll make Cetessan Champion cheaper. It'll make Clotis cheaper. We need the land. That might be a very big mistake though, because that's a very big opportunity. It might be just as good as a land. Well, we did draw into a land, so we'll remember that. So if our opponent taps with Paradise Druid, we're definitely sniping that. Okay, we're going for the Paradise Druid. And you get free Burning Tree Emissary. Oh wait, want to add insult to injury? Actually, no, let's put in the Burning Tree Emissary. Because that's the one I'm more likely to swing with. And because our opponent is also playing red-green, we can slam Clotis. We can have more confidence in Clotis. Or not, our opponent just concedes right there. It looks... Sometimes that's how it goes. I think they were aiming for... Yeah, they might have been aiming for 5 mana for Escape for the Wilds. Whew. Okay, so it turns out you can win, but sometimes it needs a little cooperation. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. If you haven't heard the news, there's going to be an announcement about on the banned and restricted list with regards to standards. So I probably will have to do a video for one deck that I have because it has Yorion, which is most likely probably gonna be the most likely to be affected by any announcement. So anyway, Until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everyone, wherever you are. Have a great day.